right. Well, how's it going, everyone? Hopefully y'all can hear me. Today we're going to be not working on the lightsaber for once, which is kind of weird. Let's see if I move over. I had to frame this shot really fast, but I got some tools, and so we're going to try and work on cutting out the enclosure for the Midi controller. And the plan here is to print this out, like so, the cuts that we want to make, and then lay it on and cut it out and tape it on top, and then cut all that stuff out using that printout as a guide. And so far, I have not figured out how to make FreeCAD print to scale. So that's the first thing we got to do. So I'll jump over to this real quick. So I got to figure this part out first, and then we can do the actual cutting and stuff. So if you have any tips, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to try and figure this out, and let me know how your Tuesday's going. Alright, so I think we have to do... Oh, maybe we could print this out. If we print this out to scale, this might work, actually. I'm trying to get an idea of how big this actually is. That might work. I can't remember if this thing is to scale or not, but I think it is. Let's try it. I forgot I made this drawing, so this might, if this works, it'll actually make this really easy and quick, which would be great. Unfortunately, the printer is not here next to me, though, so I will be right back, because I have to go see if it, go grab the paper, and we'll see if it works. Okay, I'm back. I think I started the music again too. Yep. So this actually came out pretty good. It looks semi-professional if we didn't actually fill out all the fields. So it still says title, subtitle, date, generic filler info. But setting this on top of it, oh, does that fit? I think it's still slightly off. I don't know why. It doesn't look like our drawing is the exact same size as the enclosure, but it's really close. And I don't know why that is. A bigger question is if it's one of those things that's like close enough, then great, but it's got to fit with these switches. Nope, that doesn't work. Alright, so we got to figure out why this isn't printing. It looks like... Oh, you know what? It looks like it's kind of scaling to some margins on this paper. I wonder if I could turn that off somehow. I wonder how many sheets of paper I go through before we get this right. It might be a fair amount. Alright, let me pull this screen up again so y'all can see what I'm doing. So this is the thing that we're printing out. I think an A4 size is the letter size. Let me see. A4 is 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. So it is printing slightly smaller. Can we scale it? Or how do I make a drawing that's 8 1/2 by 11? That'd be probably the more important thing. Let's see. Let's just do a print preview again. Page setup. Margins. If I change all this to 0, what happens? Obviously, I won't be able to print all. No, it won't let me. Okay. Oh, that's really frustrating because it's so close. It is so close. What does that make? Oh, yeah, that's totally wrong. I'm sure we'll come up with a lot of different ways not to do this. This is letter size. Okay, just had to Google that real quick. So this. That's not what I want. So it's not changing the size of the actual thing. So how do we do that? If anybody knows how to do this, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. Sorry, just checking something. There we go. All right, well. Printer setting. There might be an automatic scaling thing that could be causing an issue too. Let's see here. Print, preferences, front, advanced, paper size, letter, scaling, none. Okay. So all of that should be okay. Then if I do the print preview again. Yeah, still not scaled correctly. Rats. Maybe if I make a new drawing, because it says the size in the drawing here, maybe that's something I just have to consider next time. I don't remember how I did this. Generating 2D drawings. Let's see here. PDF or DXF files. Well, I appreciate all of you sticking around to help me figure this out. I don't remember how I did this. Okay, here we go. How do I change the preferences on this page? It's still an A4. I want it to be a letter size. I don't even know if that's possible. I'm not sure what there's got to be a way to do this, and I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to do if I can't figure it out yet. Here we go, this. Let's see. Base scale. I'm looking at a Alright, this hasn't helped me yet. What if I go here and just print this? Oh, this is what I did that first time and it didn't work. Size letter. Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't going to be it either. Oops. Yep, too big. It's close, though. It's almost as if I could get the margins down. Then it would suddenly work. Nope, that didn't do anything. Nope, nothing changed there. All right. This is a lot easier to do in the circuit board software that I've worked with. All right, how far off are we? Pretty far. Far enough that it's definitely going to cause a problem. This may be the most boring stream in history, which is alright. As long as I learn how to do something, I will take it. TechDraw has a scale for pages and views. Make sure it is set to 1. Clip. Preferences. Maybe this will have it. Tech draw. Nope, just styles. Alright. Don't know how many forums I will read through, but eventually I'll figure it out. Here's a really short YouTube video. Maybe this will tell me how to do it. Hope everyone's Tuesday's going well. Ugh. Interesting. Okay, hold on. There is a scale thing here. I think this is the view that we're looking at primarily, and it looks like it's already set to 1. So it has to do again with this drawing being scaled in a little bit. No. No, it is printing the right. It does seem to be printing the right size. Okay, so something is intercepting and printing this with a weird scale. Weird. Okay. So what am I missing? I don't think it has to do with the scale of the paper at all, actually. I think that's printing correct. So there's got to be something else here that's causing this to be not the right size. I'm gonna figure this out somehow. I just don't know how yet. All right, let me change something and see what this is. Yeah, okay, that is that drawing. 0. So our scale is 1, and yet it's still printed off weird. And how big is A4 is 8.27 by 11.69. So it extends off the page. Okay, yeah, I think that checks out. So we need to make sure that this is correct. We could possibly change this scale to fix the problem. But in order to do that, we have to know how big the difference is. Which actually may not be hard to do. We could possibly do that real quick. That might honestly make sense. What is this? X, Y. What happens if I change this to, I don't know. What is it? 78.5? What happens if I change it to 100? Oops. Oh, that's the position. Okay. I don't care about that. It might have something to do with the view. Like the type of view it is might skew it. Yeah, I don't think there's any other. The fastest way may be to just change the scale. So I need to get something to measure it. All right. Once again, I will be back. Thank you all for being patient. Okay, I'm back. We'll see what we're currently at. So the drawing, the entire width, is 98.6, I think. Hold on. Is 98.5 millimeters. And the width of this thing I think we could probably look it up from the drawing, but 101.3. Yep, 98.5 and 101.3. Let me look up the drawing for it again real quick. Hang on. 22 by 4.01 inches, or 101.85 millimeters. So 101.85 is the number we should go with. So what's the best way to do this? Oh, 1.85 divided by 98.5, 1.034. So that should be our scale. Supposedly. All right, that makes that a little bigger, and now it's all just going to work. Maybe. All right, let's try printing this one real quick. And I will be back. All right, I have the updated drawing. Make sure it's actually bigger. It does look slightly bigger. It's really hard to check though. Yep. Let's see. Oh, I think that works. All right, I think that is good. We can work with that. So sorry about all that chaos, but I think we figured it out. I think we got it working. Just need to check that these line up. Yep. It is not like 100% perfect, but it's really close. Close enough that it should be within tolerance. The big question will be like when we cut it out, if it fits in this shape. So that'll be the next thing here. Yeah. So let's do that. And try and do it carefully. I really need like a paper cutter or something. Actually, I just need a milling machine or like a laser cutting machine or something like that. Those are expensive though. All right, almost there. All right. It's looking pretty close. I have to trim the edges some. Actually, we can just chop off these corners. They're not really necessary. Close, not quite. This is where an actual paper cutter would come and really come in handy. Oops. Or you know, actually, instead of the laser cutter, if I get a 3D printer, I could just print my own enclosures. That would be ideal. All right, getting there. See if that's any closer. That's pretty close. I think we can make that work. All right, tape this in place, and then we'll start cutting it out. Wonder how many ways this is going to go wrong while I'm trying to do this. Hopefully it all stays in place too. So I ordered 2 of these because I plan on making 2 of them. But if something goes wrong, I'll just keep the one that's worse. I figure this first one I'll probably end up keeping, and the second one I'll end up giving to the person who requested it, because it has a better chance of being better since it'll be the second one I made. All right, so it's all taped on there where everything should go. And now I gotta figure out exactly how I'm doing that. I'm gonna start with the slots. I wanna do those first. I feel like the buttons will be more forgiving. They're actually gonna be difficult, but if they're not spaced quite right, everything still works. But because the buttons or the sliders are in this PCB, like everything is set. They can't move around. So those need to be the more right of the 2. If there is such a thing. All right, pop this open. Somehow managed to, I just bought this and already managed to break something. I also don't know how loud this thing's going to be on the microphone, so if it's too loud, say something. I might actually mute the microphone just so y'all can listen to music instead, because it's going to be really hard to try and balance those volume levels, because this thing is going to be kind of loud. All right, this came with some cutting wheels, which we are going to use. There we go. Came with a few different bits to mount them to. I'll use the grinders on these. Oh, what's this? Probably need to go through and identify all this stuff. All right. So I have one, like, a couple of these. I don't even know what those are for. Probably like, I don't even know. I have a couple diamond tipped edges which I don't think are the right thing for this. Those are probably better for like metal or something. I have these ones that I think are designed for wood, which have these spikes, you know, just teeth like wood cutting teeth, which might work out pretty well here. You know what? A drill would probably work out well too. Is this? Oh, this is kind of a drill bit. Is it the right size? Oh, that might be the perfect size. Okay, I'll start with that, and then I'll work to these wood ones. Let me get all this stuff. Here's a little tool. Okay. And then I'm going to put this inside this to try and contain all of the plastic that comes out of the bottom. This is either going to go really well or really bad. And I'm not sure which one yet. So just bear with me and hopefully I don't hurt myself in the process. All right, I'm going to be honest with y'all. So I bought this Dremel tool. It's not actually a Dremel. It's just, you know, some rotary tool thing off Amazon. Really cheap. It's just some knockoff brand. And so far it seems pretty good quality, except for the lock. When you're switching out bits, this thing is garbage. It does not hold the thing in place while you're trying to tighten the bit down. So, all right, I'm gonna mute the microphone. If you have any ideas before I do something bad, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna try and get this done. All right, I already butchered this, and so something I didn't realize, this thing actually is pretty bad. The I don't know if it's the shaft inside or something, but it's not straight. So when it spins, it like goes back and forth, or it might just be this bit. And since I can't tighten it down very much with this broken thing, it already slipped loose. That did not take long at all. Yeah, we might be returning this one. But yeah, it's definitely not straight. There's gonna be some noise. Hang on. That's better. And maybe it's just not tight enough. But I can't really tighten it down because this thing doesn't lock. It's gonna be a serious problem if I can't get it to be straight. Let's see what we can do here. No, every time I try, it just flies off to the side. I don't know if the cutting wheel is going to be any better in this case then. Hang on a second. Let me see. Oh, that's not the right size for that. I'm probably going to have to... I want to see if this part can work. If it does, great. If not, I got to go get a drill, and then I'm not sure what to do about the rest of it if this part doesn't work. I'm not sure which of these bits will fit here. Well, I'm glad it's turning into an adventure. Didn't want it to be too easy. Oh yeah, this is the right one. Okay. I think. Saved it. All right. Try not to bend the blade. Okay, that's good. I'm not sure about this though. If it's this easy to take this thing out and this hard to tighten it down. Let's see. If this wobbles too, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. Let's fire it up. All right, that's pretty even. This might work. I put the blade on backwards. At least I figured that out before I started cutting. Hey man, why isn't this working? All right, let's try and do this right. Okay. Okay, I think that's locked in. All right. It's not too wobbly. Blade's reasonably sharp, so let's see. All right, I'm gonna turn the volume off again and try not to do anything bad, and we'll see what happens. So y'all know, it works great. And I apologize for the continued break, but I'm gonna go get me some safety glasses because this thing is throwing plastic up, and it's gonna get in my eyes. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully this will save my eyes. All right, back to it. Blade's worked itself loose. It's hot too. Unfortunately, this whole me not being able to get a very tight thing is really hurting here. I guess I don't really know what I expected for a $35 Dremel, but I was hoping for a little better than this. All right, back to it. Alright, worked itself loose again. It might actually be bending. Yeah, this thing is just not holding it in very straight. I don't know why that is. This isn't good though, because what's happening is it's starting to... there's a slight burning smell, because it's not cutting very clean. Actually, yeah, it looks like the way this is set up, it's not very good for mounting things straight. Yeah. I'll do the best I can, but there's going to be a limit to what I can do if it keeps messing up like this. I think I'm learning that I need to start buying name brand power tools. Because this is abysmal, man. Let's see what else we got over here. But I don't think there's any options. They're going to help me out of this one. Well, there's another bit down in here. But I don't know if it'll be any better. Man, that's disappointing. We got so far, and then it just stopped. I'm going to look at the underside of this real quick now that we have something kind of going. Yeah, it's cutting okay. The edges are still a little rough. We'll keep trying, though. So I'm not sure if switching the cutting blade to this other bit is going to work at all. I don't know that there's much difference between the two. It's not any thicker or anything. I guess it couldn't hurt. Man, what a shame. This could have been a great product review for this thing. Hopefully it doesn't come out looking too bad after these issues. I wonder if there's a way to, like, I can hold it better or something to keep it from doing that. There we go. This is suddenly going to magically make it all work. Probably. It's not great. It's a little uneven, but it's not terrible. I'm just going to leave the microphone on. If the sound bothers y'all, let me know. Well, that started to sound real bad, didn't it? I really hope this doesn't come out looking like garbage. Just trying to power through at this point. Alright, well, supposedly that worked. Gosh, there's plastic dust everywhere. I am going to have to definitely vacuum tonight. It's not great. Unfortunately, it was really hard to do the cuts evenly. So it's going to be hard for y'all to see, but it looks bad in there. That's because the edges are pretty roughed up. It's not, this thing obviously near the end there wasn't getting straight. It just doesn't hold on to them that well. And it may not be because I cannot tighten it down enough, but I can't because this lock sucks. Oh well, we tried. Can't help everything. So now we got to finish this out by drilling to cut off the ends, which this was doing terribly. But I'm not really sure we have anything else that we can use. We have one other drill bit. Is this bigger? Oh, these look to be about the same size. They're both about the right size too, which is kind of cool. But I can't get them to go straight. Try it one more time. All right, let's go really tight on this. All right, any luck? It's still pretty bad. Let's see if we can do anything at all. All right, it did kind of work. It might be stable enough. Oh, it did. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. All right. All right, this definitely looks like someone who didn't know what they were doing cut it, and that's because it's true. All right, so it's all there, supposedly. Now, if I somehow... I'll pull this out. Stick these down in here. I want to see if this will just fit. All right. Our sliders fit. They're really hard to see, but they're in there. Let's see, you might be able to see that one. And I can slide it up and down, so it's a good start. Now we just got to get these buttons cut out. And I totally didn't anticipate the part where I was going to have to unsolder these to put them back in. All right, we'll get there. Dump this out a little bit. Definitely going to be stopping a little early tonight to clean up, though. That's for sure. All right. So how do we do that part? Like well. How do we do it well? Might honestly need to get a drill. Yeah. I don't see a way this goes well otherwise. This could be really tricky to do, though, using a big drill bit. All right. Time for another break so I can go get the drill. Be back. Okay, I'm back. Hold on. The Streamlabs software got a little weird there. Okay. Luckily, I got actual good brand for the drill, so I actually got a couple. I got a smaller one. Hopefully these batteries are charged. Oh, that's the 20. That should work. So, the question I'm dealing with now is, how big of a drill bit do I use that is actually like reasonable to do here? Because drilling a big hole like this could be very difficult to do well. This is going to be a good question. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. So I can absolutely grab something that's like as big as the hole's going to be. That might be the best option, but I don't think so. But maybe I'll try it. How big are these? I have up to a 1/2 inch bit. What I'm worried is that as soon as this cuts through, because of these giant grooves, it's effectively just going to grab and pull itself in without actually like cutting out the hole. That is basically the right size though, so. Actually, this is this is going to fit in here, okay. Barely. Right, we'll see how this goes. I don't foresee it going well, but you gotta try stuff to see what doesn't work, right? Oh, it did exactly what I was predicting it would do. But it did work. And boy, did it make a mess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some serious vacuuming tonight. Alright, well, it did work, so I don't want to, like, not do this. Because it actually came out way better than expected. Oh, maybe not. Oh, wow. That made the hole look terrible. I don't know of a better way, though. What it's done, based on the angle I was coming in at, is it's ripped chunks out from the side of the hole. I have to go in straighter. I'm not totally sure the best way to do that. Here. I'm just going to have to stand up out of frame and give this a shot. Okay. So what this has done is like walked off to the side a bit. I need like a pilot hole or something. Yeah, this is gonna definitely be mine. I'll figure out how to do this better and give that to the other guy. Oh, this did the thing I was hoping it wouldn't. It cut through and then just yanked itself in and didn't cut the edges off. So that'll have to be repaired. It's repairable, it's just going to take some time with a grinding wheel. Yeah, definitely could have gone better. Alright, last one then. Same thing. Well, this one got pretty close to normal. This one did not. Ow. There we go. Got it fixed. They're almost even. Okay, that was honestly about as expected. As far as that technique goes, I could probably say catastrophic. Like, it just wasn't good. I really wish I had like a laser cutting machine or access to one. That would have made this look so much better. Because, yeah, it really doesn't look good. There's a reason on this next project when I do the lightsaber, I'm going to have all this stuff like made somewhere else and then shipped to me professionally. Because I just don't have the tools here to get this done right. Interesting, though. I think it did kind of overall work. I just need to go through and clean everything up. A lot. Alright, fun. See how this looks here. I think it works though. And you can see the little sliders are there. They slide up and down. They seem like they're going to work just fine, and they poke out enough that we'll be able to use the knobs that I got. All right. Well, I think that was a good good experiment there to show kind of our needs going forward if we're going to keep doing this kind of stuff, which we are. I'm probably going to do the rest of the assembly off stream, just because the amount of difficulty here. I really don't have the facilities here that I need. I need to go find a workshop or something, and I'm going to have to spend some time with it, so it's not going to be very interesting. But yeah, overall kind of successful. Just needs a little bit more tweaking to the manufacturing process. I love that I had a chance to use the 1/2-inch drill bit though. That part was really fun. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there for tonight. I got a lot of cleanup to do, and figuring out, especially this tool, like how to use it better and whatnot. Next time we'll be back on the lightsaber. We're gonna hopefully be we're gonna start making the schematic, and then laying out circuit board and designing like how that's actually gonna look, and hopefully that'll give me time to save it. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a long time actually, because there's just so much to that project. So hopefully that'll give me the time to save up the money I need to actually be able to buy it. So yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. And this was fun and messy, and I cannot wait until I can have like an actual workshop one day or something that I can, do stuff here. So, all right. I will see you all later. See you Tuesday.